Hi guys, so today we are going to see how to create this compass with custom painter, with drawing all the lines and each and every text with custom painter, and it is also going to rotate with our device sensor. So let's build this and see how it is going to work. Hello guys, so today we are going to build this compass app. So this complete thing we are going to build with a custom paint. Let's see how we are going to do it. So coming to the project, I have a blank project running, and over here I am having a compass screen, a stateful widget with a scaffold and a size of a media query variable. And over here I am having a app color, and this app color is having a primary color, dark color and all color which we are going to use in this particular app. So coming to our main.dot file, we need to do some changes. First of all, we need to remove this boilerplate code from here, then changing my home page to compass screen, save it. Okay, debugger's banner is going to be false. Coming to theme, we need to change the scaffold background color to app background color dot primary color. So we are having our primary color. Now we are going to focus how to build this ticks. Okay, so the dark one are the major tick, thinner one are the minor tick. Okay, so let's work on this. So inside this scaffold we need a body, and body is going to need a custom paint. In this custom paint we need to pass two parameters. First is size, which is coming from our this size variable, and the second thing is going to be a painter. And painter we can give any name. We are going to give a name of compass view painter. We need to create this file. For that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new file. Okay, so over here we need to create a class. This class is going to extend with custom painter. Okay, so let's first import it to resolve the error. Now coming back over here, we need a few parameters. So it is going to be a final color of color. Another variable we need a final int, and it is going to be major ticker tick count. And another we need a minor ticker. We need one more thing. Come down over here and we need to create a type def of cardinality map. I'm going to tell you later what is this and where we are going to use it. It is going to be a map. Okay, so we need to have final as a cardinality map. We need to define a constructor. These are going to be an required constructor. Color is going to be required. This is going to be 18. This minor ticker is going to be a 90. Let me save it. Cardinality map is going to be a map which will be a constant, and this is going to be a 0 and 90 is E for east, 180 is south, 270 west. So here we are having our map. Okay, still we are missing two parameters, so just get those and create this. So we are missing with this override the paint method and should repaint method. We are going to remove this and return as false for now. And okay, now go to this, and it need a color because we make it as required. Now we have to pass the color which is coming from the app color, and it is going to be a gray. all done. Okay, going back to our custom painter. So before working inside the painter, we need to define some values for the paint which we are going to use. So that is going to be a late of a final major scale paint. Yes, and it is going to be a type of paint, and style is going to be paint dot stroke. Color is going to be a color which we are getting from the constructor, and stroke width is going to be 2. Okay, so this is our major scale, and for our minor scale paint we are going to rename this as minor stroke color. This is going to be with opacity of 0.7, and the stroke value is going to be 1, which is going to be late of final of major scale style, and it is going to be a text style, and inside the text style we need to pass the color which is our color from the constructor again, and the font is going to be 12 pixel. And for the same we need to create it for the cardinality. Cardinality are the things which are like north, south, and those are going to be over there. So this is going to be cardinality style, and the color is going to be app color dot black. Font is going to be 20, and font width is going to be bold. Okay, now to calculate how many tickers, how many lines are going to be there, we need to create a layout scale. Okay, so coming to the down, so after this should repaint, we are going to create a method which is going to return a list of double, and it will be a layout scale, which is going to take a int of ticks, like how many number of ticks we are having, and after that we are going to calculate it. For that we need a one variable name as scale, and 360 divided by ticks is going to give how many scale we have actually. Okay, because the compass or total degree is 360, that's why we are doing this, and we need to return a list which will be list.generate, and the length is going to our ticks, and index is going to index multiply by scale. All set. Okay, so we are having this function. So what we are going to do, we are going to create a another late variable over here, late final of a minor and major tick. So major ticks is equal to layout, and it is going to have a major tick count. Similarly, we need minor tick count. So it is taking minor tick count, so we are going to have a count of how many minor tick we are needed over here. Okay, so we need to find the origin. So let's declare a const variable of origin is equal to offset, remove all this, offset dot 0. Okay, and a final with a center variable. Okay, and this is going to be size dot center, and we need to pass the origin, and we've got the center. And to find the final radius, like we need to declare one more variable with a name of radius, and it is going to be size dot width divided by 2. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to save the canvas dot save, and then canvas dot restore. We are going to perform all the operation in between these. We are going to paint measure scale. For that we are going to create a for in loop, and there will be a final angle variable in, and it is going to be from measure text. So we are going to loop through all. So we are going to draw a canvas dot draw line, and this draw line is going to have three parameter: first offset, second offset, and the paint. So we are already declare our paint over here. This is measure paint skill. Copy this and we are going to use it over here. Okay, and for this p1 and p2 we are going to defining our variable. So it is going to be a final tick start. I'm going to say it is going to be offset. So the offset is going to be offset from direction, and over here I need to pass the angle, comma, this is the direction, it need 2 point. Okay, and the another is this distance. So for the distance we are going to pass the radius for now. Okay, so let's save it. We are going to replicate this and make a endpoint. So it is going to be end. So we can pass this, we can pass it over here. If we are going to save, we are going to see nothing because our start point and end point both are same. So let me change one of them and let me give it as 100. So you are able to see we are having something. Okay, so it is not aligned properly, but we are having something. So the normal canvas, it start from the top left corner, because this is the coordinate where it is having a 0, 0 of offset. So we need to bring this offset to our center. For that we are going to use over this center widget. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this center in this, save. So we are going to see a different thing, and same thing we are going to do over here, center plus, save it. Now you are able to see the text. So we are having a text, but it is not aligned correctly. Okay, for that what I'm going to do, I'm going to create another simple method which is going to give me a correct angle. Okay, for that it is going to be a double type of correct angle. It is going to take a double angle and going to return angle minus 90. Then using this we are going to get a correct angle. And one more thing, we need to create a radian also. Okay, let me use this first, then I will explain you. So in the radian we are going to wrap this, we are going to wrap it and pass the angle. So it is changing and it is not looking like what we are going to have. So okay, so it is same, but we need to convert this angle into a radian. Okay, for that we have to divide, and for that I'm going to create one extension. So extension on type of num, and it is going to be a type of double. I'm going to give a name of 2 radian, and yes, and it is going to be this into pi slash 180, pi divided by 180. We need to import this pi from .math, and now we can use this radian. So we have imported this, come to our angles and dot to radian, save it. Now we have something. Now do the same for the other. So to radian, save it. Now we have equal angle. having a correct angle for this. So start and end, we are having it. Let me add a comma over here. Okay, but this seems very long. For that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to define few more variables which we are going to use over here. I'm going to create one final major tick length, and it is going to be a size dot width multiplied by 0.8. so this is the size of major tick, and similarly we are going to create a minor tick also. So let me do it quickly, and this is going to be 5.5. Copy this. So the end is going to be radius minus over this length, so it is going to be short. And this length, how much long we are going to give this length, it is going to be changed accordingly. Okay, so we are having our major ticks. Now we have to create a short the minor ticks in between them. For that we are going to use same method. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this and duplicate it. Okay, so this is going to be a minor scale. For this I'm going to use minor ticks, and this is also going to be a minor and ticks start ticks end. This is going to be same, and just I need to change this minor tick length and save it. Now we are having this because we have a larger number of this length, like we are using 90, so that's why it is going to create a 90 in the single loop. Okay, so we are created this ring. Now we need to create our degree. So let's preview, create this number, like what are the numbers and how, like we have to align these numbers. Okay, for that degree value we have to do similar thing. Okay, to create this angle I need to create more function for that, and it is going to be similar for this because we need to create how many angle we are going to have. So I'm going to give it the name of layout angle scale. Okay, inside this I'm going to remove this for now, and there is going to be a list of, I'm going to create a variable of list of double. Okay, and I'm going inside this I'm going to create or loop, and this is going to be tick dot length. Yeah, and we need to change this also, so it is also going to be a double, and from there we are going to get the length. Okay, so over here if our index is equal to the tick dot length minus 1, then I'm going to double degree value, and it is going to be tick index plus 360 all divided by 2, and I'm going to angle dot add that degree value. Okay, and in the else part what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this same, paste it over here, and it is going to be a tick dot index I plus 1. Okay, we need to return this also, so over here we need to return angle. Okay, so this function is going to give us a degree value which is going to start from 10. Okay, over here I'm going to create one more late variable, and this is going to be angle degree, and over here I'm going to use the angle layout, and I need to pass over here a major tick. So we are having this degree, and now coming back to paint this, I'm going to copy this again. Okay, and this is going to be paint angle degree. Okay, and this is going to take angle degree, and I just need to remove all this set. We need a final variable which is going to be our text painter. Okay, and not text painter, and it is going to be a text of a span. It is going to take a text span, and inside this text span I'm going to pass a text, and text is going to be angle, which we are generating from this loop, and it is going to be 2 fix 0, because we don't need a point after our degree, decimal point after our degree. And style is going to be our major scale style, same. Okay, and for this I need to create one more thing, one more extension. So coming down over here, I'm going to create another extension which is going to be on text span. Okay, and it is going to be type of text painter, name is going to painter, and it is going to take text direction, and text direction is equal to text direction dot left. I'm going to return a text painter which will be a text, and text is going to be this comma, and text direction is going to be this text direction. So I have another extension which we are going to use in this. So dot to painter, and after that, after this painter, I need to extend this with dot layout, double dot layout. Okay, so we got our angles inside this. After this, we need to find the layout, like where it is going to be. So we need to place it up in the center of here, this place, and it is going to be according to the degree. For that, I'm going to make a variable name of layout offset, and it is also going to be offset from direction, and same, we need to pass our angle, need to convert it into 2 radian, which we are doing, and for the radius, and after that, make it simple, I'm going to create another variable of offset, name as offset, and we need to make it not on the top corner, in the center. For that, I'm going to center plus layout offset. Okay, now let's paint it. For doing that, we need to use text painter, and inside it's paint. So we already have everything, and we need to pass the canvas to this painter and the offset which we are declaring over here. Let's save it. So you are able to see we are having this text inside there. Okay, so we need to change few things. We need some padding from the outer side. For that, I'm going to be on the top, and final text padding equal to major tick length. Let check it is working or not. Okay, so just copy it and minus this, save it. Okay, it is in the position, but it is not actually in the correct position, and it is not aligned to our UI. So let's see how it is. So we need it according to the circle, like it is going to face toward the circle, align with it, but it is facing like it is in the horizontal manner. So we need to change it, and to change the specific position, I need to minus size dot width into 0.02, just a small value, so it is going to be aligned with the size. So to rotate all this over here, we need to do canvas dot translate, and it is going to be offset dot dx offset of dy. We are going to save, then it will be gone. Need to copy it, minus, and inside this we need to rotate it, so canvas dot rotate. Okay, and over here we need to pass the angle, and just we need to change the into radian and save it. Okay, so if you are going to see, like, we have 10 in the 10 degree, we are getting it, but it is not aligned properly. So for this, what we have to do first, we need to restore the canvas. Okay, and then we need to save the canvas. If we save, we are having it properly. Okay, one more issue we are facing, like, this is the center and it is starting from the center and going to the left, but we need it in the middle of it. Okay, for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this offset. So we have to subtract the length, so it is going to be dx and minus inside the bracket text painter dot width divided by 2. So we are going to take a complete width of this text and divide it by 2, so we can align it. This is going to be normal offset. Okay, now save it. So now we are aligned it properly, so it is in the center and it looks fine. Now we need to draw this north, south, east, west degrees. Okay, for that, what we are going to do, we are going to do the similar thing, and that is also going to be text painter, with the text painter only. So for that, let me copy this. Okay, now cardinality text. Okay, for that I'm going to use give this name of cardinality, and it is going to be a cardinality map dot entries. This minus is going to be a plus, and this is going to be 1. Coming down over here, I need to have a final angle. It is going to be a cardinality dot e dot 2 double, and final text will be our cardinality dot value. So style is going to be a cardinality style, which we have declared above, and instead of this angle, it is going to be a text. Rest is going to be same. Let me save it. Okay, so we are having our north, south, east, west. Okay, now I need to change the color of north to red. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do use a method of a copy width, and inside this copy width I'm going to pass a color, and I'm going to check if text is equal to n, then use the app color dot red. Okay, else null, because we are already passing the color, and save it. So here we are having our north as red. Okay, so basically we design compass scale where we are going to see it. Now we are going to build this neumorphic design to show all this elevation, and how to give this degree value, and how to make this inner curves and outer curves. Okay, coming to compass screen. So what we are going to do over here, I'm going to create another widget which we are going to use to create all the effects, so it will be very much handy. So coming to widget, inside the widget I'm going to create a new file, a name as newmorphism.dart, and over here I'm going to create a stateless widget with a command of stl. This is going to be a new morphism. Okay, so inside this I'm going to need few parameters. Final of widget, which is going to be a child. Then I need final double as the distance, double of blur, insert geometry of which will be in a level of margin, similar for padding. Tool will be is reverse, and another tool of inner shadow. Create all these parameters. Let me save it. Only child is going to be required, and we remove all. Distance is going to be 30, blur is going to be a 50, reverse is going to be a false, and this is also going to be a false. Okay, so over here I'm going to have a margin of margin, padding of padding. Decoration is going to be a box and decoration. Color is going to be app color dot primary color. Then shape is going to be a box shape dot circle and a box shadow. From this only we are going to create everything. Box shadow, and it is going to have a color of app color dot primary dark. Blur radius is going to be blur. Offset is going to be offset minus distance comma minus distance. Just copy it. So another color is going to be white, and it is not going to be minus. Add the commas. Okay, so just copy this, and if it is reverse then I'm going to show this. If it is not reverse then paste it. Then I'm going to show, then it is going to be white. Okay, it's fine. And after this I'm going to have a child. So if inner shadow is equal to true, then I'm going to show a container, else I'm going to give a child. So inside the container I'm going to have a decoration. It is going to be a box decoration. Box decoration is going to take a gradient which will be a linear gradient, and the colors app color dot primary color, and it is going to be inside a list comma and app color dot white. Save it. Add trailing commas. Begin is going to be alignment dot left, and end is going to be bottom right. Okay, add a const, and same inside this container child is going to be a child. Another thing, shape is going to be box shape dot circle. Fine. So we are done with this neumorphism, so we are going to use it. Okay, coming back to compass. Okay, wrap this widget with neumorphism screen, just important. So we are having this shadow which we are required. It is coming from our neumorphism screen. to check more detail on this, you can check my another video which I am going to give in the I button and link also in the description. Okay, so this is over here, and we achieve the outer shadow. So let me give some space and see how it is going to look. Okay, so in the margin I'm going to give edge insert dot all, and it is going to be a size dot width and multiply by 0.1. Save it. Now it's look better. And for the padding, like these are getting to the edge. For that I'm going to give a padding, and padding is going to be edge insert dot all of 10. Fine. Now it's look good. Okay, so we are done with the last layer. Above it we are going to create another layers, which will be the central layer. So we are going to create this particular layer. Okay, so for that I'm going to wrap this with a column and change the name to stack and save it. Seems fine. Okay, coming back to down. After this we are going to have a neumorphism, and it needs a child. For now I'm going to give a container, blank container, and save it. Okay, so it is like overlapping our bottom compass, so we need to pass some value. So we are need this margin, and the margin is going to be here is 0.27. Save it. Okay, so we are having this. Add a comma. Over here we need to pass the distance, and the distance is going to be 2.5. This distance is the shadow distance, how much it is going to travel in both direction. So it is going to be 2.5 and a blur of 5. Now it's look more able to see this. We are able to see like we are having a 1 layer, 2 layer, then it is like going down in 3 layer, 4 layer. So we are going to create a multiple layers over here. For that we are going to wrap this container again with this neumorphism, and so it is again overlapping. So I need to give, so let me copy this, and this is going to be 0.1, just a little bit value, so you can see it is like very little. And after that the distance is going to be 0 and blur is also going to be 0. Now it look nice, and I need to make is reverse and inner shadow both is equal to true. Inner is true and reverse is true. Now we are able to see. Okay, so over here I need to wrap this again with our neumorphism widget, and inside it I'm going to give margin, and let me copy this and paste it, and it is going to be 0.5. Distance is going to be 4 and blur is going to be 5. Save it. Coming back to this neumorphism, I need to separate this container and make another widget, top gradient container. Okay, and this is going to be child. And one more thing, we are need this margin and padding, just a padding. Let's copy this and paste it over here. So import this field, save it, margin as a margin, padding as a padding. Okay, copy this and going back to our compass screen. Now I'm going to wrap this widget, and it is going to be this. Save it. I'm going to give a padding of edge insert dot all it is going to be size dot width and multiply by 0.2. So we complete our outer ring, which is this. So we are complete this ring over here. We zoom it. Okay, so this is completed, and now we are creating this ring, inner ring. Okay, so coming back to our this container, what I'm going to use, I'm going to give alignment, and alignment is going to be alignment dot center, and inside this I'm going to use the decoration same as a box decoration, and inside this decoration I'm going to give a color, and color is going to be app color dot green, shape is going to be box shape dot circle. Then we also need a gradient, similar gradient, and gradient is going to be a linear gradient, which is going to take a color, and over here we are going to have a different color. Color is going to be app color dot green dark, then app color dot green color. Inside this gradient I have to give the beginning position, and the beginning position is going to be alignment, and it is going to be a -5, -5. Okay, and end is going to be alignment dot bottom right. Okay, so we have this green container also over here, and now we have to show our this degree value. Okay, so for that we need to use one package. We are going to use this Flutter compass package. So we have added this compass package in our app. So let me extract this as a widget and give it a name of, let me give it a name of center display meter. Okay, it is taking a size, no need to pass this size, you can remove it. Okay, all fine. We coming to this compass screen, we need to wrap this stack, complete stack, with a stream builder, and it is going to be object of compass event. So while using this event, we have imported our compass, Flutter compass package, and it is going to be Flutter compass dot events. So over here we are going to check if snapshot is error, then we are going to return text error reading heading. Another if snapshot dot connection state is equal to connection state dot waiting, then I'm going to return center with a child of circular progress indicator, and let me just wrap everywhere with a const. Okay, and after this, when we are done with all the checking, I am going to declare I need one variable, double direction, so it is going to be a double direction, and over here I'm going to put direction is equal to snapshot dot data, not new dot heading. And another check I have to do, like if this direction is equal to null, then I need to return, okay, this is wrong, this is going to be heading, and I have to return device does not have sensor. Okay, so let me kill and restart the app again. Okay, so for doing this we need some changes to import this package, we need to add this permission for the Android and this permission for the iOS. So let's do this quickly. So for Android, we are going to get inside the Android app, src main, then Android manifest, and after this second line, enter and paste this location, internet, course location, and find location. Okay, and for the iOS, we have to go to iOS runner info. We have to paste this. The location directories. You can find this also in the other package. Close this, and one more changes we need to do. Going to the build Gradle, and minimum SDK is going to be 23. So these changes are required. Now run it again. So here we are having our compass. So we are having compass, that's why it is displaying, or else we are going to get these errors. Okay, so what next we are going to do, we are going to wrap this compass widget with transform dot rotate, and it is going to take an angle, and angle is going to be the direction that is not nullable into 90 divided by 180 minus 1 into minus 1, and save it. So here we are with the direction, and it is a stream builder, so it is going to update. To check this is working or not, let me restart it. We are restart. Go to this, go to virtual sensor, device pose, and we are going to, and then we are going to move. So you can see it is working. This is our device, and we are moving our device. So it is working with our package. Okay, it is working fine. I reset it. Now I need to give this value, and I need to build this bar. Okay, so coming to pointing this particular value. Okay, so inside this I need to have the direction. Okay, and that is going to be final double direction. Just get those parameters, remove this const, and inside the direction we need to pass the direction this, and coming to the down container, then inside the container we need child, and child is going to be a text, and text is going to be direction dot to int dot to string, save it. So I'm able to see a 0. Let me change some font property. Style is going to be a text style, and color is going to app color black. Then font size is going to be size dot width into 0.05, save it, it is bigger, and font width is going to be dot bold. Okay, so now it is more visible. Okay, so now check this. Let me move it to around 90 degree and then rotate it. So we are getting this value. Okay, so we need 3-digit value as per our UI. Okay, so for that we are going to come, and inside this text we are going to give add left, and it is going to be 3, and I am going to give zeros. It is going to come. save it. Now it's look good. Quotes, then bracket, then give this symbol, and over here give the dollar. So I paste the degree symbol, so it look nice over here. It is looking too shorter. I need to change this to 1, I guess. Okay, now it look nice and big. Okay, just to make it center, let me give a space. Yeah, it's look fine. Nice. Okay, one more issue we are having. If I'm going to rotate, and if I'm going to rotate in this, then it is giving me a negative value, which is not expected. Okay, so for this, let me make a simple function which is going to handle this. And coming to our compass screen, over here I'm going to create one function at the top in this compass screen. After this direction, I'm going to create a double with a heading. Over here I'm going to return heading is less than 0, then 360 minus heading dot abs, like converting the negative value to a positive, and if instead, then retaining this heading. So copy this function, and I need to change this direction, wrap this and paste it over here. Null check will be inside, not outside. Save it. So we are not getting the exact value. It is not matching with our text and the circular ring. The issue is over here. So the angle is not going to be 90, it is going to be pi. Okay, for that pi we need to have the math, and now save it. So it is going to match. So this is a line with properly. Okay, so this is 22 degree and we are aligned properly. Okay, so this part is done. Now we have to tell whether it is north or south or northeast or northwest. We have to do this. For that I have created one function down below. So I have this particular function to get the direction. Okay, so if it come in under the range, then it is going to give me this text. So let me wrap this text with a column, duplicate this down below and change it, get direction, and this size is going to be smaller than, okay, so it will be 0.5. Save it. Okay, so it is going off from here. We have to make this main axis alignment dot center and cross axis alignment dot center. Now it is aligned properly and it is showing it is north east. Let's test it more, change it. Okay, now it is saying east, move more, it is southeast, it is working fine. Okay, now we have to create this bar with this shadow, so it is going to match our theme. Okay, for this minimize this. Okay, so for this the top of our stack, and after this we are going to build this. So I'm going to take a container width of 10 and height of 10. I'm going to give a decoration is going to be a box decoration, and the color is going to be app color dot red. Let me save it. So you can see it is in the top, okay, top corner. So I need to move it down. So let me wrap this with position, wrap this with a position. Then I have to give a top, and top is going to be size height into 0.28. Save it. Okay, now I have to wrap this container with a column. Now I need another container This is going to be 5 and this is going to be okay. So now I have to make this as a fill. Okay, so come over here and let me give a size, and size is going to be size start with into 0.2. 2.1 looks fine. And the decoration, I need to have a border radius, and border radius is going to be border radius vertical, and it is going to be bottom, and bottom is going to be radius dot circular of 10. Now I need to create a shadow. For that I need to have a box shadow. Box shadow is going to take a list, and list is going to have a box shadow. Inside this I have to give a color. Color is going to be color start gray shade of 500. Save it. Okay, comma. Now I have to give blur radius over here. So the blur radius is going to be 5, and offset is going to be offset, and this is going to be 10 comma, and need to give offset. So we are having a shadow for this. Same shadow we are going to use, so just copy this trading comma, copy this shadow, and after this decoration I have to paste. Okay, so we have this shadow also. So we basically completed with our UI. I guess let me check. Passed all over there. So we are done with our UI. So we are done with this. Do consider subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching.